You guys told me about it last time that there's a war between Korea and C Asia internet user, and I guess this might be the context. Huh? The Day 6 camera drama update, our siblings became a global movement. By what happened?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of What Happened. Remember that Day 6 concert drama we covered where one camera started a digital war? Well, you're not going to believe what happened next. What started as a simple concert dispute has exploded into the most unexpected international incident of 2026. And
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? With all the US stuff, I don't know.
honestly, the internet has never seen anything quite like this. If you thought the original camera controversy was wild, just wait until you hear how it evolved into something that has entire governments paying attention, international news outlets scrambling to understand, and millions of people across 2 continents choosing sides in a digital battle nobody saw coming. So buckle up, because this story has taken more twists and turns than anyone could have predicted, and we're about to dive into how a K-pop concert in Malaysia accidentally created the most powerful
Okay, just get to it, Mrs. AI, please.
immediately after our last video. The Day 6 concert controversy should have died down within days, right? Korean fan brings illegal camera, gets called out, apologizes, everyone moves on. That's how these things usually work in the K-pop world. But February 2026 had other plans. Instead of fading away, the story began spreading like wildfire across Southeast Asian social media. But here's where it gets interesting. It wasn't just spreading, it was evolving. What had started as Malaysian fans calling out rule-breaking behavior was transforming into something much bigger. A conversation about respect, privilege, and how Korean fans treated local fans in their own countries. Then came the moment that changed everything. On February 8th, 2026, a Korean netizen made a comment that would ignite the biggest cross-cultural social media war in recent memory. An Indonesian girl group called No and Ah.
I mean, obviously this is AI being AI right now, like being, talking about this being, like World War III. But I don't have the impression this was that big of a deal in the world internet. From what I understand, this was more of like a Twitter thing. I barely saw anything on Reddit about it.
Had been brought up as an example of rising Southeast Asian talent. The Korean users' response? They mocked the group's music video, which was filmed in rice fields, saying, and I quote, "Were they so broke they couldn't rent a set and had to film it in a rice field?" That single comment was like throwing gasoline on a fire. Within hours, that screenshot was everywhere. Indonesian netizens were furious, Malaysian fans were outraged, and soon, social media users from Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and beyond were jumping into the conversation. But instead of just defending the Indonesian group, something unprecedented happened. They started defending each other.
Which group is this about? I mean, the only Indonesia K-pop like group I know is big right now is Nona. I don't even know what group this is about. Wait, no, it's Day 6. Wait, I'm confused. Isn't Day 6 a K-pop group?
A new term began trending, siblings. It's a combination of Southeast Asia, and siblings. And let me tell you, this wasn't just a hashtag. This became a full-blown regional identity movement. The response was immediate and coordinated. Indonesian users flooded timelines with clips of musicians like Shanti, Duo Ratu, and Leodra. Thai netizens showcased traditional music. Filipino users posted entertainment industry pride content. Vietnamese and Malaysian users joined with cultural celebrations. But here's what made this remarkable. They weren't posting randomly. Siblings were responding to specific stereotypes with targeted cultural pride content. When Korean users mocked rice field filming, siblings responded with stunning photos of Southeast Asian agriculture, reframing it as natural beauty and cultural heritage rather than poverty. The creativity was incredible. Indonesian users replied in Javanese, Batak, and Sanskrit script. Thai users posted in traditional alphabet. The message was clear. You want to mock our cultures?
But again, I'm confused. I mean, was it just like a few stupid comments, or was it like, an actual massive amount of people posting, like your group is broke kind of comments? Yeah, I don't know.
Let us show you exactly how rich they are. The numbers were staggering. Within days, Siblings was trending across multiple countries simultaneously. Millions of posts, thousands of users coordinating without central organization. It was organic, powerful, and unlike anything social media had seen. But the Korean netizen response made things even more heated. Instead of backing down, some doubled down with increasingly
really sounds like
problematic
Twitter
comments.
drama.
They started making racist remarks about Southeast Asian appearance, mocking economic conditions, and dismissing the entire region as somehow inferior to South Korea. This is where the story gets really ugly, and I want to be clear. We're talking about a minority of Korean netizens here, not Korean people as a whole.
That's what I thought, yeah. So this is literally just your regular Twitter rage bait drama, right? Except it got bigger, yeah. Got it.
But the damage was significant. Comments comparing Southeast Asians to animals, mocking skin color, dismissing entire economies, and making culturally insensitive remarks about traditional lifestyles. The siblings' response? They turned the tables completely. Southeast Asian netizens started pointing out South Korea's high plastic surgery rates, their English proficiency issues, rising suicide rates, and declining birth rates. The creativity of their comebacks became legendary. One user posted, "Speak you Englishu, please oh. You don't do
The creativity. How creative.
understandu abutu watu you saidu," mocking the Korean accent while speaking English. The contrast
This does
was
not work with an AI
striking.
voice.
Korean netizens were making racist attacks, while siblings were making cultural and social critiques that, while harsh, were based on actual social statistics and phenomena rather than racial stereotypes. Then,
I'm sure racism is on all sides. This is the internet.
something incredible happened that showed just how unified this movement had become. The conflict expanded beyond its original Malaysia-Korea scope into something truly regional. What had started as Malaysia versus Korea became Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia versus Korea. Other Asian countries like India, Pakistan, and even China started expressing support for the siblings movement. The phrase, "I love how Malaysia versus Korea became Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Japan, Pakistan, India, Malaysia versus Korea in just 2 days" started circulating, and it perfectly captured what was happening. This had stopped being about a concert camera and had become about regional
Wait, so is it on Facebook actually? It's not on Twitter?
solidarity against perceived discrimination. But perhaps the most shocking development came when the controversy started pulling in major K-pop figures who had nothing to do with the original incident. BTS leader RM, Kim Namjoon, somehow became a target of attack during this broader conflict. Racist and body-shaming content targeting him started circulating, despite him having zero connection to the Day 6 concert controversy. The response from BTS fans was immediate and massive. Hashtags like Number Purple Ribbon for M, Nos Army Stand with RM, Mamar Shield Namjoon with Love, and Lammersjijk We Protect RM started trending globally.
Okay.
Army organized coordinated protection campaigns, sharing edited images of RM with purple ribbons as symbols of support and solidarity. This
Online fandom being insane as always. I saw a drama recently on IMDb, Breaking Bad. One of the episodes is one of the only episode that has a 10 out of 10 rating. Ozymandias, if you know which one it is. But recently, there's a new Game of Thrones spin-off. I think a Knight of the Seven Kingdom or something. And one of its episodes was like really good or something, and people were rating it very high. So some Breaking Bad fan decided to review Bomb It so it would not get close. And then the Knight of the Seven Kingdom fan decided to review Bomb Ozymandias, which made it fall down from 10 out of 10. And it's the kind of thing where like I look at it and all I can think is that these people are children, right? I mean, and at the same time, probably not. It's probably adults doing this, but it's kind of insane, right? And this feels like the same level of thing, right? I mean, you know, we're all laughing at this kind of internet drama, but it's like, man, I don't know. Like, I'm a reaction channel, so I'm not like, you know, talking like I'm superior to people, right? But man, some people really have like, just, I don't know, there's being a fan and being a, like in a cult, I don't know.
showed how the conflict had spiraled completely beyond its original scope. We'd gone from a camera at a concert to international fandoms mobilizing to protect their artists from collateral damage in a regional social media war. The Indonesian girl group Noena,
Oh, Nona.
whose
Yeah.
music video had been mocked and sparked this escalation.
Okay, so it was about Nona. That's what I thought. Huh? Because I was literally thinking, I have seen the Nona song, and okay, so this is even stupider. Like, if you've seen the Nona video, yeah, I mean, they don't have like a crazy 3D set or anything, but they have like beautiful location in Indonesia, like rice field and what's the word for it? Like beautiful forest, right? Which I don't know. I said before, but I much prefer that to the fully 3D CG videos that many pop groups tend to do. Okay, so this is what sparked it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my opinion is that I much prefer that kind of video than the fake one.
Became unexpected beneficiaries of the entire controversy. Their streaming numbers skyrocketed, their social media following exploded, and international fans started discovering them specifically because of this conflict. Users were posting
nice.
things like, "Thank you Koreans for starting a fight with C," and
Sorry about that. It happened sometime, my camera shutting off.
introducing me to No Na. C has so many hidden gems. The group went from relative obscurity to international recognition literally overnight because someone tried to shame them.
So, then I guess this was good publicity. Yeah.
The irony was perfect. An attempt to mock Southeast Asian entertainment ended up promoting it to a global audience. Major news outlets across
But frankly, like, Nona didn't need it because their style is literally trying to, like, they're very K-pop in the first place, even though they're an Indonesian group. Their style is so K-pop.
Southeast Asia started covering this as a significant cultural phenomenon. Indonesian newspaper Kompas, Malaysian media, and international outlets tried to understand how a concert camera had led to the greatest X-war of 2026. The staying power has been remarkable. Instead of burning out after days like most internet...
It's kind of crazy these days that, like, X has a worse reputation on 4chan. I mean, I don't know. I feel like people are more civil and less insane on 4chan than X. Am I crazy? I don't really use either of the sites, but I really get that impression, if I'm to be honest.
Drama, Siblings has continued growing. New incidents get immediate coordinated responses showcasing regional unity. This has revealed something always there, but never organized. A shared Southeast Asian digital identity crossing national borders. When external disrespect appears, separate online communities unite as siblings. The cultural implications are huge. We're watching transnational digital identity formation in real time. Southeast Asian young people who grew up consuming Korean culture are now asserting their own cultural value and demanding equal respect. The timing couldn't be more significant. This happens as Southeast Asia's entertainment industries grow, economies develop, and global cultural influence expands. Siblings feels like a digital declaration that Southeast Asia won't accept being treated as secondary markets. The creativity and humor have been genuinely entertaining. The memes, linguistic creativity, coordinated cultural pride posts. It's been a masterclass in digital activism through entertainment. The movement has highlighted issues beyond K-pop. Cultural respect in globalized entertainment, soft power responsibilities, and how international fandoms should treat local audiences. Some Korean netizens and media have started acknowledging these issues, sparking genuine conversations about cultural sensitivity and Korea's global cultural influence responsibilities. As we're recording this, Siblings shows...
Again, I haven't seen the origin of this, but was it actually racism the problem? Or is it more like, like, wouldn't the conversation be more interesting about, like, the problem that a lot of music videos for big artists, especially in K-pop, have become too much of, like, sets and CGI, rather than, like, real cool location? Maybe that's the more interesting conversation. It was real, what did you miss? People fighting about, K-pop group, I guess.
No signs of slowing. It's become permanent Southeast Asian digital culture, a ready response network for any regional disrespect. The original fan site master could never have imagined her rule breaking would lead to millions engaging in digital cultural warfare. It's perfect proof of how small incidents can snowball into movement.
You know, people say that all the time, like K-pop fans are like a cult, but I was just talking about it earlier with the Breaking Bad and Night of the Second Kingdom situation. You know, every fan base is like that these days. I mean, not everybody, right? It's always like the vocal minority that are the most cult-like, but every fan base of anything will have quite the cult-like, side of it, with people being like so insane about it. Cooked on Twitter. The American acted stupid and decided to defend the Korean and also got cooked. Okay.
It's reshaping entire online communities. What started with why bring a camera evolved into how should global cultural exchange work digitally?
FMA and
That's quite a
fluent
journey from
malrating.
wanting better
Okay, that's another good example, yeah. I mean, on my animalist, it happens all the time, right? Like, anytime a new show is really big, in terms of rating, some people will go give it a 1 out of 10 because they don't think it deserves it or something, you know? Like, even 10 years ago, I was opening with, like, one of the latest season of Gintama, I think. Yeah. Rather than just, like, not care about something like that, yeah. People are like this involved. It's kind of insane.
K-pop photos. Seedlings has shown the world that Southeast Asia won't be mocked or treated as lesser participants in global culture.
I'm
They've
happy I'm not
created
that insane
powerful
sometimes,
digital identity and aren't afraid to use it. And honestly, watching millions unite across borders to defend each other's cultures while creating hilarious content has been one of 2026's most unexpectedly positive social media moments. So there you have it, how one day 6 camera accidentally created Southeast Asia's most significant digital movement. From Malaysian complaints to regional solidarity, from racist attacks to creative cultural responses, from unknown groups going viral to international news coverage. This story
again, I've actually been checking out Nona since, 6 months ago or something, and Nona are pretty cool, so I'm glad that this whole bullshit is actually getting them popular because they're an actually great group, Their music is pretty awesome.
Everything. What do you think about
Few days ago.
Seedlings? Have you seen this kind of regional digital solidarity before? Do you think this represents a new phase in international fan community interactions? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this day 6 follow-up,
I mean, again, this is a Twitter thing. Like, I think this AI is trying to make it look like a bigger thing than it is right now. Small communities got together, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably like not that big of a deal, right? I assume. Okay, I mean, I guess I've got a bit of a better idea about this, maybe. That's all I can say, yeah. I think I understand a bit more what happened. A little bit more, I'm still kind of confused. Yeah, I still don't feel like I have the full context. Interesting. Okay.